what we're doing, we are trying to change our lifestyle over in this group. We're trying to get back onto a healthy lifestyle. Now, with me being a certified master pastry chef, that is what some folks would say would be, hey, Miss Vertrice, some folks would say, well, you can't do that. You create with sugar all the time. You can't do that. Well, yes, I can. Not with sugar, not with refined sugar. But there are sugar alternatives that we can use that are not chemical. We're not talking about saccharin or none of that stuff, but plant-based sugar that we can use. You can use raw, unfiltered honey. I've got some of that over here. I would encourage you to find a local beekeeper, and see if you can find some local honey to your area. If you cannot, I will tell you that Sam's has this. It's amazing. It's raw and unfiltered honey, and that's exactly what you need to use to sweeten. You can sweeten everything. I sweeten my hot tea. I've got my hot tea right here, my Christmas Eve tea. This is a 2-bag day, y'all, I'm telling you. So you sweeten that. You use your organic agave, blue agave sweetener. So these are things, stevia. We have stevia that is plant-based. All of these things are really good. If you've got a sugar hankering, which, I mean, most of us will, but if you have a sugar hankering, I would highly encourage you to go pick you up some blue agave, some raw unfiltered honey, some stevia. Some people like to sweeten with maple syrup or coconut sugar, and those are all well and good if you feel that, but you're going to get more of a sugar intake with those than you would with these. These are plant-based, so I would encourage that. So last time that we met, I think it was last time, I don't know. I've slept since then a little bit, so I don't know. So why we make this recipe is because it's low calorie. It's without the extras. These cookies are less than 80 calories each, okay? You have 3 basic ingredients and I'm going to show you some variations, but you have 3 basic ingredients. And the dietary restriction and allergy friendly, this recipe is vegan, gluten-free, oil-free, and can be sugar-free. Okay, here's the recipe, y'all. We're going to take 2.5 cups of rolled or quick oats. Of course, I use the old-fashioned kind. We're also going to take 1 cup of pure pumpkin. All right, now y'all know how I've been talking about don't go get that pumpkin pie mix. Okay, good. I'm glad you're here, still here, sis. Don't go getting that pumpkin pie mix, y'all. No, Get the pure pumpkin, 100% pumpkin. That's what you need. So you need a cup of that. You need 2 to 3 cups of, if you want to use maple syrup, fine. I really, 2 to 3 tablespoons, I'm sorry. I really encourage the agave. This blue agave sweetener, it's organic. I mean, this stuff is really, really good. You can use the coconut sugar. I'm not real big on the coconut sugar, but you can. Then you're going to take 2 teaspoons of our pumpkin pie spice. Now remember, over on the website, on my BackRoads Life, we have recipes. We have a ton of recipes on there. And we have a recipe for harvest spices, and that's your apple pie. In that one recipe, it's a PDF file. You can download it. You can print it out. There's a recipe for, all on the same page, for apple pie spice and pumpkin spice. So pumpkin pie spice, because if you go out and try to buy these spices, you're going to pay out the wazookie. And so why not just make them yourself? You know, so that's what we do. And that recipe is on there. Now, you're also going to use, but you're not, it's an option. We're going to do a lot of different things with this today, but a half a cup of dairy-free chocolate chips. It's optional, you know, but it will give you a little added sweetener to this. Let me talk to you about these cookies to start off with. Okay, so when you bake them, we're gonna make some, but when you bake them, I don't know where the camera's at there. Whatever form you put them in on that pan, I used my cookie scoop, you know, my trusty cookie scoop. When you put them on that pan, they're not going to spread. They're going to stay right how you put them. Now I want to show you something. Look how soft these things are. They're so soft. They're so soft inside. And they're so chewy. And they're so good. And now these, okay, I'm going to move this, sorry guys. Okay. Those are made with just the pumpkin puree. This is the pumpkin that my son-in-law got me. It's the Farmer's Market organic pumpkin. Now, this pumpkin has a little more juice to it. It's a little wetter than what Libby's is, okay? And y'all can probably see that. But it is organic pumpkin. It's been processed the same. It's just they did not drain as much of the water out as Libby's does. Libby's is a tight packed. But anyhow, let me show you this. Okay, so it's Farmer's Market organic pumpkin. Now he found this. He was down south. This is when we went down to Georgia. No, ma'am, Miss June, it's not yet, but it will be. So this, I know I'm definitely going to be putting it on the group page. But this he found down at Publix. I don't know where, I've never bought this kind before, but a lot of, when you start getting into your healthy foods and stuff like that, a lot of people say that this is the best pumpkin. So at least I've got it. So, you know, pumpkin, to me, pumpkin's pumpkin. The only thing about this pumpkin is that it is a little wetter than the other pumpkin. So these right here, these little pumpkin, these little oatmeal pumpkin cookies were made with the basic items. Your oats, your pumpkin, your agave, and my homemade pumpkin pie spice. Okay? That's all those were made with. We're going to switch that up a little bit now. I'm going to show you some options that you can do. Now, I will say this. If you're looking for a sweet, if your mind, see, this right here is where it all starts at. You got it in your mind, okay, oatmeal cookie, oatmeal pumpkin cookie. That's going to be amazing. Okay, it is amazing. There's no sugar in it. There's no refined sugar. There's no brown sugar. There's no eggs in it. This is oatmeal, pumpkin, agave, and pumpkin pie spice. That's all that's in this. 4 items. That's it. With the option to put chocolate chips. Well, we're going to do some other things with it today. But you've got to get into the mindset when you're eating healthy. You've got to get into the mindset like this right here is not going to taste like your normal. Look at this. Can you see that, Mr. Producer? This right here is the most softest. It's not spongy, but it's so soft and moist. It's wonderful. I love it. So, what you've got to get in the mindset of, hey, there's my Lolo. Hey, baby doll. I love you. I love you. My Lolo, she is so faithful to join me on Sundays. I love her, and I just love her. But what you got to get in the mindset for is that this is a healthy treat. Does that mean that you have to go away and leave things out? Yes, yes. Because what we're trying to do, we're trying to retrain our palate. We're trying to retrain our palate to where we're not addicted to sugar. Because that's what happens. We get addicted to sugar. And Peggy, I'm going to tell on you, honey. I'm going to tell on you. Yesterday, Peggy says, "Hey, Miss Sharon Daniels, so good to have you here." Yes, ma'am. It will be crisper. It will still be soft, but it will crispen out on the edges. You'll still have a soft inside. But Peggy said that she has to have sugar at least once a day. And that is the mindset of 99.9% of the people. That's why we have such a pandemic of diabetes. That's why we have such a pandemic of problems with the pancreas and pancreatic cancer and all these things. We've got to get away from sugar. Is it easy? No, it's not easy. It's like you go through withdrawals, just like you would if you was doing cocaine or anything like that, any kind of drug. You're going to go through withdrawals, but you've got to stay. You've got to stay steadfast, and that's why with our group that we've got, we are there to help each other. We are there to encourage each other, and we'll open the group back up once we get through this first phase, and we would encourage you to join, but we've got to get, there's phases, just like when you go to rehab. I mean, let's face it, when you go to rehab, you go through certain phases. And right now we're going through the cleanse and detox phase. So this is part of what we're going to do. Now, I know you do, Peg. I was just using you as an example because that's what you had said yesterday. So, do I love sugar? Oh, heck yeah. Yeah, I love sugar. I mean, I'm not going to lie to you. We was on our way back last night, and Papa pulled into the on queue to get some gas. And where did I go? I went inside because one of my favoriteest things in the world is cowtails. And I went and got me some cowtails, and I sure did. Was that wrong of me? Yeah, it was wrong of me. Did I want it? Yeah, and I got it. Yeah, and so, I mean, I just lost control, you know. So, getting back on that no sugar train is not easy. Okay, getting back on the healthy train is not easy, but it is necessary and it is doable. So we're going to help you. We're going to start right here. Okay, so we're starting out. We've got 2.5 cups of oats down up in here. Can y'all see that? Down in there, we got 2.5 cups of oats. So what we're going to do with these oats, I love oats. Do you love oats? I love oats. When my grandkids come, I fix porridge for them. They love porridge. I love porridge. All right, now, what we're going to do, we're going to put 1 cup, I'm sorry, God, hey, these things are good. We're going to put 1 cup of pumpkin down here. Just put that stuff right on up in there on top of them there oats. Yes, we are. Okay, now keep in mind, the batch I made over there, this batch is only made with 4 ingredients. We're going to change this batch that we're doing right now, we're going to change it up. I would say that with this batch, you got to be die-hard and ready to get into the healthy lifestyle. Die hard and ready. Okay, that's what I'm going to say. Logan's doing homework, baby. I'm sorry. But that's, you know what that homework's doing, baby? It's getting you smarter. Which you are smart. Logan is a very smart young lady. She is very bright, very intelligent. Okay, now, so I've got my, there's my pre-mixed pumpkin pie spice that you can find on the recipe page on my BackRoads Live. Yes, you can. It's under Harvest Spices. Okay, so we're going to get 2 teaspoons. 1, 2. You know, one of the things about living a healthy lifestyle is you get the opportunity, once you get the sugar cleansed out of your palate and everything, you get the opportunity to taste spices, because that's when the spices come into play. Like when you're doing chicken or anything like that, you know, get your rosemary, get your thyme, get all these herbs and spices, the poultry season sage, all of these things, and start enhancing your food. Okay. All right. Now we're going to put us about 3 tablespoons of this agave. Move that spoon right there. We're going to do once, 2, 3 times a lady. No, that's not the right one. Okay. All right, so we've got 3 tablespoons down in there. Now, this right here is where I stopped last time. Okay? This was it. This was what I did to make these. All right? These taste phenomenal. Are they sugary? Are they? No, but they taste phenomenal. But now, what we're going to do, for those of you that maybe you're not, you're wanting to live healthy, and you're trying to do a slow transition. You're not going straight in for this. Okay? You're not going straight into this. Okay, well, we have a half a cup of dark chocolate, mini chocolate chips. Okay? Dairy-free, dark mini chocolate chips. And watch this. Boom. Down in there it goes. Okay. All right. Now, let me tell you something else you can do. Raisins. And I can't even open it. Let's see. I thought for sure I'd be able to open that, but I can't. So watch me. I can use me some scissors. Scissors. It says tear here. Well, my old hands is saying nuh-uh. Okay. Parsley, sage, rosemary, and thyme. Okay. So we've got us some sun-made raisins. Good raisins, these are good treats, okay? You don't want to eat a lot of them because, let's see, for 1/4 of a cup, the calories are 120. You've got 29 grams of total sugars in there, so, but the difference is these are natural. They're not soaked in sugar. These are natural. So I'm going to get me a handful of these, just a handful of these. And I'm going to put these down up in here. I mean, we're going to fix these up, okay? And you know what? We might as well, since we're trying to do this the right way, but we're trying to do it a slow way, let's get us a little bit of coconut and go in there. Okay? If you don't want coconut, don't put it. Hey, don't put it in there. Just old shredded coconut. There we go. All right, now let's mix this stuff up and see what we got. Now these will absolutely be completely and totally different than the original ones that I made with the 4 ingredients. But if it takes this to make the transition a little bit lighter. See, here's the deal, guys. Let me talk to you for a minute. There are those that are so willing and so ready to make the switch to healthy lifestyle. And like with me, I could sit here and eat every one of these. I really could. I love them. Are they filled with sugar? No. Is it like eating a candy bar? No. Is it good? Yeah. It's got oatmeal and pumpkin spice and agave in it. Yeah, it's good. But there are those people, not everybody is wired the same way. So they kind of have to make that gradual. And see, what you would do is you make these. They've got agave in it. There's no sugar. There's no eggs. And you make these up. And then the next time you make them, you eliminate something. Oh, while we're here, will you like and share this video on your page, please? Finally, we're up and running, so we can share this one. Okay, so we've got this. Yeah, well, Miss June, I'm just doing this to show you the options that are available. You don't have to put raisins in there. You don't have to put coconut in there. In fact, it would actually be healthier if you didn't. But at the same time, some people have to make a gradual change. They're not all into, going cold turkey on this thing. So, this is where what you do, it's like when you're feeding a baby. You introduce them to different things slowly. And you don't just give them everything at one time. You give them things a little bit at a time. So we've got this all mixed up. And there's our cookie dough. Okay. Yeah, I got to tell y'all, Mr. Producer, no, he's not a fan. He's not a fan of them over there. Not at all. He'll be a fan of these, but I'll get him switched over a little at a time. Hey, I know, you know how people are. People are, and that's just the way they are, and there's nothing wrong with that. Actually, there's absolutely nothing wrong. So what you've done, you've went and preset your oven to 350 degrees. And what I'm going to do is, I'm going to somewhat flatten this out. It's not going to spread, okay? So it's not going to spread. So that makes a nice little cookie. Put it down there. And we're going to bake them. And we're going to bake them for 10 minutes. These are great steps to move the family to healthier eating. Thank you, Mr. Producer. Yes, they are. And we all need to make sure, because our kids are doing nothing but eating sugar left and right. I mean, sugar, 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 sugar. And we're setting them up to have health issues in their adult life, if not before, and that's our responsibility, y'all. We are supposed to be teaching our kids, not just ourselves, but we're responsible for our children. Nice little cookies there. And we're gonna bake them while we're all still here. We're gonna bake them while we're all still here. Just like Miss Sue, Trisha's got two gorgeous little boys. And, if you start introducing them to this kind of stuff now, they will enjoy it. That this will become part of their life. That they will, this will be what they know. And you feed them sugar Sugar's what they're going to know. If you feed them healthy, if you feed them vegetables, vegetables is what they're going to know. So, I'm really excited about the group. I know that I have not been in the middle of the group here lately. I had a lot of stuff to get done, but we're going to get cranked back up. And let's see. These are really, really, they smell so good, guys. It smells, oh, this will be the last pumpkin everything show that we do. Next week we start November 1st, and that starts our Christmas shows will start next week. So you might think that I don't have anything healthy to fix for Christmas that people will enjoy. Well, think again. Yes, I do. That people will enjoy. So we'll start that. This is our last pumpkin recipe. Pumpkin everything. Did I ask you if you would like this video and share it on your timeline, please? Every time I ask that, nobody does it. But I would appreciate it. I really would appreciate it if you would do that. Okay. Almost got this pan full. Then we're going to put it in the oven. We're going to hang out till they get done. It's just a few minutes. Just a few minutes. So we're going to hang out and we're going to talk. There's a few things we need to talk about. So, okay, so if you want this completely sugar-free, use stevia. Stevia is excellent. If you're diabetic, if you know a diabetic, if you've got a diabetic in your family and you want to make them some treats, stevia, put some stevia in here. This dark chocolate has doesn't have hardly any, well, it's dark chocolate. So dark chocolate is actually good for your body. But use the stevia. Guys, these are smelling so good. So good. And such wonderful treats. You can make these, put them in a bag, send them with your kids to school, take them to work, and you've got you a nice, healthy little mid-morning treat, a little snack that you don't have to feel guilty about. You know? These are awesome. They look like little oatmeal biscuits. Three key lime pies before the show for family. And we'll make my whipped cream after the show. Okay. Well, Miss June, remember remember what tomorrow is. So you might want to watch that intake on that. Okay. All right. I'm just saying. Let me take this off. We're going to put these in the oven. In the oven. So we've got these on parchment paper, and we've got them all flattened out. Let's put these in the oven on a 350-degree oven for about 10 minutes. We'll set this over here. So please share that with your friends, if you will. Share this video on your timeline and let people learn how to make something healthy. It's not all about, I know people keep saying, oh, Chef Jan, we're going into the holidays and you're wanting us to start eating healthy now? Yes, this is the time to start getting healthy, guys, because I'm telling you, Thanksgiving Day, look it up. Thanksgiving Day is the one day in the entire year that you will take on more calories in that one day than any other day of the year. I kid you not. It's the truth. It's facts. And then, of course, we have to think about all the snacking and all the little hors d'oeuvres and all the other stuff that people brings into the office, or somebody blesses you with a tray of sugar-filled cookies and stuff like that. Guys, by the time we get to New Year's Day, there's better be some resolutions made, because our pancreas is screaming out, help me. So yes, we can have healthy treats through the holidays that we will feel guilt-free about. That's the key to it. We will feel guilt-free about, and we will be able to share with our loved ones. And you never can tell. They might start thinking, hey, this stuff's pretty good right here. Now, I took those healthy pumpkin bites, energy bites, down to Georgia to our daughter down there, and she was crazy about them. She absolutely loved them. She said that she couldn't get enough of them. But if you didn't try the energy bites, you really need to. Those things are exceptionally good. So okay, let's see. Yeah, everybody's excited about the Christmas. I'm excited about the Christmas music. Yeah. So key lime is Miss June's husband's favorite, but I might only have a small taste. A small taste, but will keep away because I know it isn't good for you. That's right, it isn't good for you. Just, here's the deal. What we're doing on the BackRoads Healthy Lifestyle, right now we're in a phase of cleansing and detoxing. Pull that over for a minute, Mr. Producer, since you've got that. Here we go. Thanksgiving is a time for family, friends, football, and feasting. The average American, guys, sit down. If you ain't sitting down, sit down. The average American will consume a hefty 3,000 calories on Thanksgiving for dinner alone. Did y'all understand what I just said? Do you have any idea how many 3,000 calories is? Drinks, dessert, appetizers can bring the total calorie count to 4,500 calories, according to the Calorie Control Council, an industry group. It's right there. I've been telling that for years. I've been saying that for years. How many people, and I know I'm one of them, by the end of the day on Thanksgiving Day, how many people are so stinking miserable till you can't even move? How many people? So see, what's happened is you've took on that 3,000 to 4,500 calories, and then you've went and sought. You sought down. Do you have any idea what a strain that's putting on your heart? We're just talking about your heart right now. Do you want to know what a strain that's putting on your heart to eat that many calories and then lay down? Because 9 times out of 10, what's going to happen is everybody's going to chow down. Their bellies is going to be full. They're going to be rubbing their bellies. And then they're going to have a sot. They're just going to sot out. They're going to watch football. And then when they watch football, what happens? Here comes that elbow problem. And they're munching some more. Give me some chips. Give me some dip. Give me some tortillas and cheese and stuff like that. Give me some cracker. That's what happens. You're killing your body. Your heart is like, and they wonder why there's so many heart attacks around Thanksgiving. The heart's got so much pressure on it, it can't handle it. You're trying to digest 4,500 calories while you're sitting on your bottom. Guys, this is not good. And somehow, some way, we have got to break the chains. We've got to. If we plan, I've got grandchildren. I don't know how many of y'all's got grandchildren. I don't know how many of y'all's got grandchildren. I've got grandchildren. I know that Miss Martha's got nieces and nephews. I want to see them graduate. I want to see them get married. I want to see them have their children. I want to live long enough to see that. And so to do that, we've got to get in the mindset to straighten our lifestyle out. And I'm not using the D word. It's not a diet. It's a lifestyle. And that's what I'm hoping that to instill in as many people as and trust me, I'm a pastry chef. So I understand that. So what we're going to be doing, now I will say that next Sunday, I don't know how many of y'all have seen my peppermint cake, okay? If you go over on the Confections page, BackRoads Confections, you will see my cake. Miss Martha, you know, they got the same britches to get glad in that they got mad in. That's all I got to say. So if you'll go over on the Confections page and look and scroll through there, you'll see my peppermint cake. Next Sunday, tell your friends, tell your loved ones, tell your in-laws and your outlaws, anybody that you want to, that right here, next Sunday, I'm going to show you how to make that cake. That has been a secret of mine. That has been one of my signature cakes for years. Right here, next Sunday, I will show you how to make that cake. And you do not have to be a cake decorator to make that cake. Trust me on that. I will show you exactly how to make that peppermint cake. I encourage you to go over to the Confections page and scroll through and look for my peppermint cake. Because it will, let's see, it will, uh-oh, 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 uh-oh. Do we have something? Do we have something? Do we have something? We surely do. Oh, yeah. Oh, yeah. We got these right here. But next Sunday, please, I will be posting it. I'm going to see if Mr. Producer will help me make a promo for it. But right here, free of charge, all you got to do is tune in. Right here, I will show you how to make the most spectacular, over-the-top peppermint cake for the holiday season. Now, is it healthy? No. It's got a lot of sugar in it. But I wanted to do one thing. I wanted to gift y'all one very special thing. I don't even want to cry. That I have done for years. And I wanted to share it with y'all. So, this is something that I've never shared. I've never shared with anybody because it's won awards. It's been my personal, it's been in my archive. Nobody has it. Nobody has the recipe. Nobody has anything to do with it except for me. And I have served it to many, many people. And so next Sunday, I encourage you to come on back, and hopefully the internet will have their stuff straightened out. And I will show you how to make my peppermint cake. That's my gift to you for the holiday season. Then after that, we're back to healthy, okay? So, let's see. No, it is not a healthy cake. I'm just going to tell you. Hey, I'm not going to lie. Y'all know me. I keep it real. It is not a healthy cake, but it is my gift to you, so that you can make it for the holiday season and get your oohs and ahs and all the stuff that you know, fix it for the Christmas table, because I know that not everybody in your family is doing a healthy lifestyle. I know that. I know that. Hey, I ain't crazy. I know that these are so, oh my gosh, look at these. Okay, here we go. Doggone, those things are hot. Yes, they are. Okay, so notice, guys, can we get that camera, Mr. Producer? Notice they did not change their shape. They are still in the same shape that they were in. These are hot, very hot. They just came out of a 350-degree oven. And you break them open. Look at that. They're beautiful. They're beautiful. They're soft. They're a nice, chewy little cookie. They have raisins and chocolate chips and whatever else I put in there. Oatmeal, I believe. No, well, oatmeal, of course. Oh, coconut. Coconut. Okay, now that one's good. That one's good. That one's real good. It's a completely different flavor from this one. Okay? So if you need to get this one, now there's no sugar in here, but if you need to make this one to kind of do the stair steps, this is the route you go. Okay? Man, these are good. But now I personally like them too. So, red velvet cake, huh? Red velvet cake. Well, what'd you make it for if you ain't eating it? I'm proud of you for not eating it. I'm proud of you, Miss Martha. I am proud of you. Red velvet cake. I'll tell you what my favorite cake is. My favorite cake is the old-fashioned, and my mama used to make it. My mama wasn't a baker, wasn't a fancy baker by no means, but she baked for her. For every Sunday, we always had Sunday dinner after church. And Mama would bake one of those old Duncan Hines butter cakes and make her up some chocolate icing. She just whipped that stuff up in the pot. And she'd be so proud of herself. She'd come out once everybody got done and was leaned back, rubbing their bellies and everything. She'd walk out of the kitchen with that cake. And I don't know who went for that cake first, me or my brothers. But that was I believe that right there is my all-time favorite cake. I've made gourmet cakes. I've made all kinds of cakes for years. But that one Duncan Hines butter cake mix, she didn't spice it up or nothing. She went right by the box. Had her little layer, her little tin pans that she cooked it in. And then put that chocolate fudge icing that she whipped up in a pot on there. That's the best cake. I mean, I don't know where it was one that tastes so good, or was that Mama was so proud of it. So that's my favorite cake. You made it for your husband. Your husband's not on the healthy lifestyle yet. You can get him on that healthy lifestyle. Okay, guys, we have baked healthy. We have baked a step back from healthy. Still no sugar. Still no sugar in these. Okay. Yeah, that's exactly right, Miss Martha. Mama let that. Now it all depended. If Mama made it in the 9x13 pan, then she'd poke a hole with the wooden spoon. She'd take the wooden spoon and go all over it and let that stuff just seep down into it. Pour it over it. And then now if she made it in 2 layers, man, she was really fancy. It was really for fancy. Probably that's when our preacher and his wife, Brother Ray and Sister Kay, would come over for Sunday dinner. That's when she did the 2 layers, that fancy cake. That's what she did. Guys, we're so excited to have you with us, and thank you for sticking with us and coming back 5 or 6 times. But listen, I would encourage you, like I say, to share this next Sunday. There's a lot going on next Sunday. Next Sunday is November 1st. That's the start of our 61 Days of Music on BackRoads Radio. And that is also the same day that I will be teaching y'all how to make my signature peppermint cake. and you don't want to miss that. Please put it on your calendar. I'm going to gift that to y'all, because that's something that I have never told anyone how to do. I've never given anyone, not even my daughters, not even my family, I've not told them how I do it. That's always been something that I kept to myself. So I'm going to share it with y'all. So I would encourage you to invite your friends to come back next Sunday, and we want to bless them. Thank you guys for joining us tomorrow night. If you're not a member of the BackRoads Ministry page, our group, I would encourage you to come and join us over on Facebook. It's facebook.com/groups/BackRoads Ministries. We would love to have you come and join and be a part of our ministry family, because everything that you see here, everything we do on Monday night, the auction that we do on Tuesday night, the music that we do on Wednesday night, every bit of that is part of the ministry. It's the ministry. So we'd love to have you come over to Facebook and join us. We have a prayer request thread. We have a praise report thread. And we just, we encourage each other. And so now we're cooking to bless. So if you're not a member, come and join us. We would love to have you. Don't forget, tomorrow night, we'll be right back here on the ministries page, 7 o'clock Central Time, 8 o'clock Eastern Time. We have a lesson that is going to be quite different. It's going to be quite different, to say the least. So I would hope that, oh yeah, does the clocks change the 1st or the 8th? I don't know. Oh, it changes the 1st. So guess what? Clock change. But we got a lot of stuff going on next Sunday. So y'all be ready. Be ready for next Sunday. Big day. Big day is next Sunday. So we love you guys. Y'all be a blessing. Thank you for joining us. Thank you for hanging out with us. And thank you for keeping up with us for as many times as we needed you to. And so I love you. So join us back here tomorrow night. Not in my kitchen, but join us back here on the channel tomorrow night, if you will. Like and share this video. Know that God loves you more than you could ever comprehend. And we talk about that. We are truly thankful for God's love. So until tomorrow night, right back here on the Ministries channel, y'all have a great afternoon and go with God.